Hello guys, welcome back to our English class. Today we will keep reading and we will focus on one and only one digraph today. And why is that? Because that digraph makes a lot of different sounds. So that's going to be digraph OU, and we are also going to focus on the spelling differences of this digraph in American and British English. So the objectives for today, of course, to read this digraph OU in words and sentences, and hopefully by the end of the class, you will be able to explain the spelling differences of this digraph in American and British English. So in our previous class, we already mentioned that OU makes an oo sound, like in words toucan, or you, or soup, wound, or coupon. But it also makes it sound a shorter version of ooh, right? Like in should, or would, or could. Gourmet, also a French word, gourmet. So note how the pronunciation of E is different here, and T is silent because it's a French word, means very, very good quality, very tasty. All right, there is also a sound that we already touched on as well. It's an aw or, longer or. So again, depending on dialects probably and different speakers, you can hear a longer aw sound or aw sound. So like in words sought or fought or cough, we already talked about those. So it's aw. Or you may hear aw as well, a longer aw. But in American English, the transcriptions show aw, sought, fought. All right, so those are the sounds that we already touched on. So let's read some sentences. And as always, you try and take your time. Поставьте, может быть, даже на паузу. Попробуйте сами. Try first to figure out the sounds of all these words. A group of toucans took off with a noise. A group of toucans took off with a noise. So took, shorter oo, group, toucans, longer oo, off, sound with a noise. All right, try one more. Boars got wounded when they fought each other. Boars, or, right, got, wounded when they fought each other. Sound, okay. Boars got wounded when they fought each other. Boars got wounded when they fought each other. Try one more. Again, you can pause the video. Можете поставить на паузу, попробуйте сами. I thought they sought gold because they fought. I thought they sought gold because they fought. All right, next one. The tour was tremendously dangerous. The tour was tremendously dangerous. All right, so those gray OU are not stressed. So those syllables with OU are not stressed. So that's a schwa sound. И опять не забываем, что очень часто гласные и буквосочетания, и просто гласные буквы, если они не под ударением, они очень часто практически не слышны. Это короткий sound, который практически в некоторых словах не слышится, в некоторых немного слышится, в некоторых чуть-чуть больше. Как обычно, все зависит от слова. В данном случае слегка у нас слышится tremendous, tremendously, dangerous, us. All right, so the tour was tremendously dangerous. And the last one, sound. Tourists should stay on the route. Tourists should stay on the route. Short O sound, right? Tourists should stay on the route. All right. So now some of the new sounds. So there are not that many words, but there are some that have OU, and OU makes an O sound. So now we know oo, aw, O. Like in words although, poultry, dough, boulder, shoulder, though, so. So you can pause the video again, practice reading the words. So, poultry, boulder, dough, shoulder, although, though. Poultry — это не просто курица, а птица, любая птица. So any kind of farm birds, basically turkey, duck, chicken, that's poultry. Птица по-русски. Любые виды птицы — это poultry. All right, so let's practice some reading. Pause the video if you need more time. Both men pushed the boulder up. Both men pushed the boulder up. Okay, the next one. Cookie dough is delicious. Short U, cookie dough, O is delicious, delicious. Cookie dough is delicious. Cookie dough is delicious. All right, next one. Oh, so though his shoulder was hurting, he went to work. Though his shoulder was hurting, he went to work. Okay, again, pause the video if you need to. Although it rained a lot, we enjoyed the vacation. Although it rained a lot, we enjoyed the vacation. And the last one. So we're gonna cover on the word source in a moment. Right, so poultry is a good source of protein. Poultry, O, source, long O, protein, protein. So once again, I don't know if I mentioned this, but if two vowels come together, very often 95 maybe % of the cases, the second vowel is silent. Да, скорее всего, где-то около 90-95% случаев, если две гласные идут вместе, то вторая немая, то есть только первая звучит. Поэтому у нас первая буква И, поэтому будет protein, protein, source. Poultry is a good source of protein. All right, so source. Oh, not yet. Okay, so we're going to talk about R first. So O also says ah, like letter U in closed syllable, right? Like in words rough, young, tough, enough, touch, couple, double. So it's an ah sound. And it also says ow, like in shout, or like in mouth, loud, clouds, about, found, round. So there are a lot of words with OU that says or gives us the diphthong ow. Очень много слов, как раз самое распространенное звучание этого буквосочетания — это ow, дифтонг ow. Поэтому этих слов очень много, но нельзя забывать, что, конечно же, есть другие звуки, да, как звук А, например. So let's practice. I found a tough mouse by my house. I found a tough mouse by my house. Your turn. Can you count aloud? Can you count aloud? Again, your turn. Mountains, mountains are thousands feet above the ground. So in this case, again, it's not always like that. So we have two vowels here, AI. They are making a schwa sound. Как я уже сказала, не всегда правила работают двухгласных, да, в данном случае у нас AI в слове гора или горы, mountains, это schwa sound, mountains, mountains. Mountains are thousands feet above the ground. И то же самое со словом thousand, да, thousand. Mountains are thousands feet above the ground. All right, next sentence. A loud sound came out of her mouth. A loud sound came out of her mouth. И заметьте опять, когда мы говорим что-то быстро, то маленькие слова все сливаются вместе. Это называется linking. Let me highlight here so that you could see, right? Oops. Out of her. So this is going to be as one, it's going to sound as one word. Вот это целая куча маленьких слов будет звучать как одно слово. A loud sound came out of her mouth. A loud sound came out of her mouth. But we're going to say quickly. So a loud sound came out of her mouth. Out of her. Out of her. Out of her mouth. Out of her mouth. Да, то есть off не будет у нас off, у нас будет schwa, опять же, и her будет тоже schwa outer. Out of her mouth. All right. And the last one, the last sentence. She was proud to announce the check amount. She was proud to announce the check amount. All right. So now the source word, right? So OU with R, when we have R, changes as well, right? So we have controlling R that also makes a lot of changes. So we can have then a sound of or. We already thought like cough, cough. Again, it's ah or sound depending on the dialect again and who's saying the word. But I prefer saying aw, cough, thought or thought. But you may also hear an ah, мягкий, такой длинный ah sound. So, but in words for, it's an o for sure. Coarse, source, mournful, poor, cord. So it's an or. Long o with an R, long colored R-O, right? So окрашенный в R звук O, да? Or. Либо же это sound, flourish, journal, adjourn, courage. Либо же это еще может быть шва, окрашенная в R, да? R-colored schwa. So at the end of the sentences, vapor, rumor, savor. And again, you see here that we have you in parentheses. У нас в скобочках you. Почему? Why we have it in parentheses? Because in American English, we dropped this U letter. So in British, it's still there. В британском, английском U все еще там присутствует, но в американском мы упростили и выбросили из этого буквосочетания здесь. Поэтому в американском варианте очень часто вы увидите слова, которые заканчиваются на OU, вернее на OR, да. В британском имеет OUR правописание. So vapor, rumor, savor. американцы упростили и не стали заморачиваться. В британском you еще присутствует. So we're gonna see some more of those words. But before that, let's read some sentences. So again, you can pause. Your courage saved our people. Your courage saved our people. So note how our, there are still exceptions, right? It's not or, it's not it's not it's our. So like an hour and our, the possession. So again, as always, we have a lot of exceptions in every case. So your courage saved our people. Next one. Courtney was encouraged to keep journaling. Courtney was encouraged to keep journaling. So Courtney or encouraged journaling her. The next one. The court meeting was adjourned until May 4th. The court meeting was adjourned until May 4th. So again, the word 4th, in English, we write dates. So I still kept the date, but if we write the word for, it's going to be ough, right? For, 4th. The next. Journalists were present at the tournament. Journalists were present at the tournament. And the last. But not least, the sentence, Space Shuttle Endeavour is now retired. So again, you can see variations since this was an American shuttle. So you might see no you there. Да, так как это был американский шаттл, то название без you, но можно, если в Google забить, то можно найти и через you. Поэтому Space Shuttle Endeavour is now retired. All right, so the differences, right? As I already said, when the words are ending in our sound, or schwar, call it an R, rumor, or also it happens with words ending in LD, right? Mold, плесень, mold, да, или же сбрасывать, да, линять, mold. So mold. The pronunciation is the same, so it's just the spelling that is different. So in British English, we have you, and in American English, we don't. So humor, mold, color, favorite, flavor, and there are a lot of words. So I will include a link in the description below if you would like to read about more differences between American and British English. You can follow that link and read the article. Внизу под описанием будет ссылочка на статью, где указаны и описаны разные отличия американского и британского вариантов английского языка. И как раз буквосочетание ough в этом списке, и можете почитать и узнать больше слов. Слов очень много. There are a lot of words that have this different spelling. So for now, I hope you guys can read the digraph, ough, and words and sentences, and you can now explain the ough spelling differences in American and British English. So here is, as always, the list of exercises that you can practice reading, listening to. And if you have any questions, you can always ask in the comments below. Thank you again, as always, for stopping by, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.